Hi, today you're in the kitchen with Heidi-Licious, and I'm Heidi. We're going to be making some creamy polenta. This is some wonderful, good comfort food. It can be used as a side dish or as a main dish. Let's look at our ingredients. We've got 1 cup of a medium grind polenta, which is a cornmeal. We have a half a package of Philadelphia cream cheese, 4 ounces of butter, about 1.5 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. This is a paste that adds a lot more flavor. If you're going to use salt, just use about 1 teaspoon of salt. We have a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, some parsley for garnish, some fresh Parmesan for garnish, and 4 cups of water, and our favorite homemade Ragu sauce at the very end, and of course freshly ground cracked pepper. So our water is boiling, and we're going to add our chicken bouillon to the water to give it a little bit more flavor than just salt. But if you don't have this, you can add about 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to add our polenta. You want to stir with a whisk the entire time so that you don't end up with clumps. See how we just whisk that in nice and easy? That's all we need. Now, grits are similar to this. It's kind of the Italian version of grits for all you people who hang out down south. And that's going to work out just fine. We're nice and in. There we go. Oh, that smells good already. Believe it or not, it really does. So we're just going to cook this over medium-high heat for about 20 minutes. Well, let's take that down to medium, you guys. You don't want to let this sit without whisking too much, because you'll end up with just something stuck to the bottom of your pan. That's no fun. So go ahead and whisk occasionally, and then I'm going to bring it down to about medium-low, and you can cover it and stir it occasionally. And that's all you need to do. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, our timer just went off, and our polenta is nice and creamy and soft. It's ready to go. Let's add our last ingredients. We have 1 stick of butter. I know Paula loves that part. That'll melt quite quickly because this is pretty warm. Then we're going to add a half a cup of our Parmesan cheese. Get that in there. Oh yeah. Now the Parmesan cheese and the butter have a little bit of salt to them, so if you tasted this before and it seemed like it was bland, don't worry about it, because that's going to add a salty factor to it. Oh my gosh, I can smell the parm. It's so good. Woo! Oh, okay. All right. Don't taste it yet. All right. Let's add our cream cheese. That wonderful creamy Philadelphia cream cheese. And this won't take long to incorporate. It's going to get nice and smooth and creamy. It'll melt right down. And once more, we need a freckling of some black pepper. Let's do it. This is to taste, so whatever you like. I like a lot, so do whatever you like. Oh man, look at that. That cream cheese is blending in there. Ooh. We're going to serve this with some nice vegetables, so it kind of eliminates all the fat, you know, canceling out kind of thing. Not exactly. But this was low-fat cream cheese, so that's fine. It won't be as fat as we think. And this is several servings, so you're not getting that much. Maybe a tablespoon or so of that. Okay, that's almost ready. I think it's time to plate it up. It needs to be thick like this, by the way, so that it'll stand up to our Ragu sauce. Okay. Ooh, look at that steam. It smells so good. Once all those little lumps are melted in, we're ready to go. We're ready to plate our polenta and pair it up with some wonderful homemade Ragu sauce. If you don't have homemade, it's okay. You can use the jar stuff. We won't tell. We need a great big dollop of this wonderful creamy polenta. And then some of our homemade Ragu sauce. And we'll do a dusting with some fresh parm. And a little bit of our chopped parsley. And that's it for today. our creamy polenta with Ragu sauce. I hope you enjoyed that.